As you know, this is our official opening tonight, and we had this before in our...
Dana Andrews, hi, I'm Ralph Edwards. Forgive me.
Ralph, how are you?
I'm fine. Forgive me for interrupting your much-deserved curtain call here. I want to add my applause. It's a magnificent performance.
You're always doing this to other people.
But listen, the show isn't over. We've conspired with your lovely co-star, your wife, Mary Todd Andrews, and your producer, Jack Dow, who owns this wonderful establishment here, so that we might say to you, Dana Andrews, this is your life.
Well, how wonderful. I don't believe it. That's marvelous.
We've been stalking you for a long time. Finally found you here in beautiful Minneapolis.
I'm Dana Andrews. I'm an alcoholic. I don't drink anymore, but I used to all the time. And when I was drunk, I was about as good a driver as my 2-year-old grandson. I had accidents. I never killed anybody, but if it had gone on, I probably would have. Because the people who were responsible for 19,000 traffic deaths last year are people just like I was, drunk. Get the problem drinker off the road for his sake and yours.
We're here in Minneapolis tonight, not just because of your courage to stand up and be counted, but because we want to see how you, Carver, Dana Andrews, managed to make this long and one-time bumpy journey from a clergyman's son to motion picture stardom. So sit down, let's get started here. Dana Andrews, you were born in Collins, Mississippi,
Right.
on the first day of the new year of 1909. Your father, the Reverend Charles Forrest Andrews, is a Baptist minister and moves the family wherever his ministerial duties call him. Just how many Andrewses were there in your family?
13 children. And I was number 3, and another person in the acting profession is my youngest brother, Steve Forrest, and he's number 12.
Now, besides Collins, you live in Braxton, Mississippi, Welder, San Antonio, Rockdale, and Uvalde, Texas.
Right.
I remember a day in San Antonio when we had a terrific hailstorm.
Here from Houston, Texas, your brother, Wilton Andrews.
I told you.
Dana was about 6 on that stormy day, wasn't he, Wilton?
Yes. And you know, our house had one of these welded tin roofs. And when that hail came down, it sounded like the end of the world. Dana was a kind of mean little devil then. But suddenly he grabbed a Bible and he came following my mother around, and she was trying to shut the wood shutter so the glass wouldn't get broken. He said, "Read the Bible, Mama. Read the Bible. It's the end of the world." And after that, in the family, it was a stock saying that when anything bad happened, we'd all say, "Read the Bible, Mama. Read the Bible."
Some kind of a guy, wasn't he, Wilton?
Yes. Dana he was a very fine brother all the time, and I can never list all the wonderful things he did for the rest of the family.
You're prejudiced.
And Dana, I'm very proud of him.
Well, Wilton, how wonderful is it?
Thank you, Wilton Andrews.
I told him last night that she said he was over visiting his daughter.
While in high school, you played football, but when you attend Sam Houston State Teachers College in Huntsville, Texas, majoring in business administration, your interests turn to the theater, and you appear in 2 undergraduate dramas.
Yeah.
And then, hoping for a career as a singer or actor, and after a few jobs in between, you hitchhiked to Los Angeles in 1930. Money is short, and you work at various times as a gas station attendant, school bus driver, and ditch digger.
Just about.
He also worked for the telephone company and picked walnuts and figs.
The voice of your sister-in-law, here from Huntington Beach, California, Mrs. Jean Kissler.
Oh, boy.
Yes, now you were married to Dana's brother, Charles.
Right.
Yes. Charles passed away in 1953. and he and Dana were very close.
Of all those boys, they pair off. And Wilton and Harlan, the oldest two, sort of ran around together. And Charles and I were buddies. And it was a great loss to me when he died, too.
Right.
And we all lived together in California. We
Oh,
never
yes.
went
Well,
out to
first time I was working at one of these filling stations, one of the jobs. Why, I didn't have any money at all. And they had a very small house, Charles and Jean. And I stayed with them for quite a while until they went back to Texas. And...
Miss Jean Kistler,
Right.
thank you
Thank
very much.
Oh, I see.
Now, Dana, these were difficult times. Then your luck changes for the better. The man you pump gas for offers to put up the money for you to study at the Pasadena Playhouse.
All right.
You promise to pay him back at the rate of 10% of your salary for 5 years.
All right.
After you begin to make $400 a week.
All right.
You eventually pay him over, I think it was something like $57,000 on his $8,000 investment.
Most of us were so broke in those days that Dana, with his few dollars, seemed like a millionaire to us.
Voice of one of your close friends at the Playhouse and through the years,
I
a
know
fine
it
actress,
is.
Mrs. Doro Adams Folger.
She was with me and Laura, too. How wonderful to see you.
I'm glad to see
And also in
you.
one other great picture Doro was with.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in a second. He's already said Laura, but we know the other that you played with. How good an actor was Dana in those days, Doro?
Oh, he was a fine actor, but he was a better singer. He had a great voice, but he was acting as a sideline.
Yeah, when you first knew me, I was studying singing with Florence Russell, and I learned 5 complete operatic roles and never used them.
Well, that's more than most of the young actors, but of course a lot of them do augment their career that way, and Dana started his career carrying a spear, though, I think, in a Shakespearean drama, isn't that right?
Right. Yeah, and he also did, must be 36 other plays.
I did it
He
all.
did everything from walk-ons to leads.
Sing Sweet Angels, I played a 15 to 16-year-old boy, and then I played a 900-year-old man in Back to My Sweet
At the Pasadena
Yes.
Playhouse. Who were some of the other actors there then? and
Oh,
actresses?
Victor Mature, Robert Preston, George Reeves, Edgar Buchanan. I can't remember all of them, but this was a good start.
But don't forget a young actress that you became very much interested in.
I would say
that
you're still
was-
interested in her.
That was
Your
that was
wife
forever.
and co-star, Mary Todd Andrews. Come on out here, Mary.